Most often, chosen ones, when things appear to be falling apart in the physical, in the natural realm, God is piecing things together spiritually, right? So you got the natural and you got the spiritual. That's why the word says be in the world, but not of the world. You got to live in this natural, this physical world, but don't be of the world. Stay in the spirit. See, most often, chosen ones, when life is crumbling in the physical, in this physical world, that's when God is lining things up spiritually. Most often, it's a test. Let me break this down to you. The difference between the natural and the spiritual. See, life and school are similar in that they both give us quizzes. They both give us tests, right? But life differs in this notion. Life never gives a final exam. The largest percentage of your grade in life, chosen one, it comes down to how well you can handle life defining moments, chosen one. So again, I say when everything seems to be falling apart in the physical, in the natural world, that's when you can best believe that God is lining things up spiritually. And I know you're thinking like, why would I have to go through so much, in the physical to get what God has for me? Here's why. Because to whom much is given, much is required. You got to pay for that knowledge, that wisdom. And it's not all money, monetary and material things. No. The greatest asset you can get is wisdom and great health, right? The favor of God. So to whom much is given in those areas, wisdom, knowledge itself, favor of God, much is required. So it's almost like things have to fall apart in the physical, chosen one, before you graduate to the next grade so that God can see who you truly are. Because each new level requires a new version of you. So you can't leave out of here the same way you came in other words. So oftentimes God will allow things to fall apart in the natural before he elevates you to the next level, the next grade. And it all comes down to how well you handle it. Because the truth is you're supposed to be in the world, but not of the world. So let me tell you how that test is measured, how that life-defining moment is measured, how it's graded. If you cheat the lesson, you cheat the blessing. If you compromise who you are, you compromise your elevation. If you compromise your standards, right? If you allow yourself to be hoodwinked, to be misled by the enemy, you also allow yourself to be hoodwinked and misled from that blessing, chosen one. So in other words, when things seem to be falling apart in this world, that's when God is building you a fortress spiritually, right? But make sure you stay in the spirit so you can access it, chosen one. Because whatever you see demonstrated externally from someone is only a manifestation of what's going on internally, chosen one. Stay ready, chosen one, so you never have to get ready. When things seem to be falling apart in the natural, that's when God is doing his greatest work for you, chosen one, in the spiritual. Stay with God, chosen one. When all else fails, stay with God, chosen one. Never let go of God's unchanging hand, chosen one.